The only woman to ever seemingly beat Brie Larson in terms of internet hate, Rachel Zegler, apparently is trying to double down, triple down, or maybe at this point quadruple down. I'm kind of losing count, to be honest with you. But Rachel Zegler has decided to take it one step further because she is going for the crown for the most hated woman on the internet in the entertainment space. So what am I talking about? Well, we have an article here from Bounding Into Comics, and it says the Hunger Games actress Rachel Zegler plays victim. Oh, that's going to be good. Claims she only received backlash for being outspoken. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Rachel Zegler claims that the only reason why people hate her online is because she's a strong, independent woman who speaks her mind. Yes, this is going to be fantastic. So let's get into this article, guys, from Bounding Into Comics. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into the YouTube algorithm. It says actress Rachel Zegler, who plays Lucy Gray Byard in the upcoming The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, recently addressed the backlash she received for her comments about Snow White, as well as her defamation of actors Jeremy Renner and Gina Carano. The rap listed Zegler as one of their trailblazers for their Latino power list of 2023. I'm surprised they didn't use Latinx power. Like, you would think that something like the rap would use the proper terms. You know what I'm saying? Like, Latinx, come on. We all know that's the real term. As part of their entry, Zegler informed the outlet it's an honor to be recognized in a way that both celebrates our heritage and lifts up the contributions we all make to this industry, where it can be particularly hard for us to be seen and heard in a meaningful way. I do think it's pretty damn funny that these mixed race celebrities, what they tend to do is they tend to use the part of their mixed race that's going to give them the most clout, right? So if you're part Swiss and part Trinidadian, for example, naming no names here, you're probably going to go with the Trinidadian because that's going to give you more clout in today's modern world, right? Same as Rachel Zegler, who happens to be half Colombian and half Polish. You damn sure know she's never going to mention her fucking Polish heritage in any meaningful way, but you damn sure know she's going to mention the Colombian side any meaningful way. This is just what they do, man. They try to latch on to whatever's going to actually give them the attention and the clout that they need from the mainstream media. And for her, it's the Latino side. So she's going to go with it. She continued, I still don't think I'm quite ready for the life I already have, despite being extremely grateful for it and for every opportunity it has brought me. Zegler then shared some advice to those seeking to become actors in Hollywood. To young Latino performers coming up in the industry, why are you not using Latinx? Come on, Zegler, I thought you were woke. You need to be consistent. Use Latinx, otherwise I'm going to get upset. I would tell them not to know their worth and to make sure that they're loud about having seats at the tables they deserve to be at. What? Why don't you actually just do your job, work hard, and maybe get noticed for actually being good at something instead of just screaming loudly because you're Latino and hoping that you get everything based on your ethnicity? It's ridiculous. Finally, she addressed the backlash she received while positioning herself as a victim. I have learned the hard way that we have to be fearless and loud in order to be heard and to prepare for the backlash that occasionally comes with that outspokenness. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all it takes is just a little bit of yelling, a little bit of screaming, and you can play victim too. Zegler, who will play Snow White in an upcoming live-action film from the Walt Disney Company, became infamous after her numerous comments resurfaced of her deriding the original animated Disney film following the set leak depicting Disney's modernized Seven Dwarfs. I still can't believe that they're going with that. I don't know about you guys, but the fact that they're going with very tall people for the Seven Dwarfs and still keeping the name, it really is just insulting. It's insulting to the overarching story of Snow White. It's insulting to the history of original Disney. But you know what? They don't care because modern day Disney is literally trying to destroy previous past Disney. They don't want to be tied to the original Disney. They don't want that at all. To them, that's a nuisance. They want to be able to remake everything. That's why not only for copyright, because obviously they do this to keep the names out of public domain as long as they can, but they also want to modernize all these stories because they don't want to be tied to the originals. The originals are problematic now. You know what I mean? Like, they use those terminologies because that's the only way they can describe their woke ideology. So it says the actress routinely has been criticized for her comments describing the original Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs animated film as dated, disparaging the prince as a stalker, yada, yada, yada. And here she is in the Hunger Games playing that strong, independent woman that apparently apparently does need a man desperately, and she's playing that role before she is actively going to destroy Snow White in the box office. I don't know about you guys, but I think that not only is The Hunger Games going to tank, but Snow White is also going to tank. Both of these movies are going to be such massive flops depending on the budget for the movies. I don't have any faith in them whatsoever. And the funny thing is, the people who are hiring Rachel Zegler, they're literally hiring her knowing that she's probably going to tank their movie, most likely. How sad is that? That you have to hire someone just because of their heritage, their background, and yet you know that they're not going to be good for business. That's just really, really sad to have your hands tied like that as a studio, knowing damn well you're going to lose money. So going a little further into that, it says the two movies she participated in were box office failures. Shazam! Fury of the Gods only grossed $132 million globally in its theatrical run, despite having a $125 million production budget. The film likely lost Warner Brothers around $108.2 million. Her other film was West Side Story. The movie grossed $74.8 million globally. It had a reported production budget of $100 million. That means the film likely lost around $105.1 million for the Walt Disney Company. Nevertheless, she also told Entertainment Tonight on the picket line, "If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that is streamed online." Zegler has also been criticized for her defamation of Jeremy Renner. She viciously attacked Renner while he was in the middle of a nasty custody battle with his ex-wife, Sonny Pacheco, who accused him of abusing drugs and alcohol, threatening to kill her, and also attempting suicide. At the time, Renner rebuked Pacheco's claims, providing legal documents showing he was drug and alcohol tested for 3 months, all of which came back negative. Of course, man. Of course, Zegler is going to jump on top of a story that has to do about a man versus a woman. Of course, she's going to take the woman's side. Of course, she's going to wish for the downfall of the man. Of course, this is ultra feminist Rachel Zegler. This is the same woman that called the prince in Snow White a stalker. Okay, like you should not be thinking anything different when it comes to Rachel Zegler. It should be expected that this woman absolutely hates men. She hates everything they stand for. She hates men to the point where if she can actively degrade a man in public or in an interview or in a movie or whatever, she will do it. There's no reason to think that she will not do it. She hates men with a passion. And this will be the same woman that says, oh, everybody hates her because she's a woman. So you play victim and yet you actively attack people. A representative from Renner also stated that the well-being of his daughter has always been and continues to be primary focus for Jeremy, blah, blah, blah. You guys already know that story as well. Then it says, nevertheless, Zegler went after Renner on Twitter, initially writing, "Can I be the new Hawkeye?" She then followed up writing, "Actually, I think the new Hawkeye should be a trans woman of color to stick it to that racist, sexist, transphobic garbage monster." Wow. This woman... Any chance, man, I'm telling you, any chance she gets, she's going to take it. In another, she added, and deaf, proper representation for the incredible deaf/hard of hearing community. A deaf trans woman of color, yes. One user would challenge Zegler, writing, "You need to learn the facts before you start running your damn mouth. Turns out most of the story is BS." Zegler responded by doubling down on her accusations against Renner. She wrote, "Not even remotely going to address the story that came out today, but he has made racist, sexist, transphobic comments and totally disrespected the deaf community. Better catch my mouth because she running by," Zegler concluded. She literally acts like a 12-year-old. I mean, she is literally a overpaid, ratchet 12-year-old. That's what she is. She is honestly probably one of the worst people to be around. I can only imagine knowing her in like real life. And if you have any sort of dissenting opinion that she does not like, I can only imagine the nonstop preaching that you would receive after giving her that dissenting opinion. So you know what, Rachel Zegler, I cannot wait for you to be known, as you already basically are, as a hitman for hire, because if you want to destroy a movie, if you want to kill a movie, hire Rachel Zegler and it's guaranteed to be dead. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy it. And if you did, consider leaving me a subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Don't forget to like the video, comment, let me know what you thought, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Hypnotic out.